Everyone's life is made up of small, tiny, insignificant moments and instants. Nothing ever really noteworthy happened from one single decision, one single instance. Everything big that ever happened in your life and most people's individual lives happens from a multitude of decisions and multitudes of instances and moments over time, actually being able to form something. The decision that you make when you go to the gym for the first time doesn't actually have that much of a big impact on your life, but it's really the impacts of the thoughts that you have to fight in your head telling you to kind of giving up of going to the gym and that it's just too hard and all that sort of stuff. It's the decisions that you then have to make to go the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, seventh, 100th time that actually has a massive impact on your life. It's the accumulation of all those 365 decisions when you decide to exercise for every single day in 1 year that actually has a massive impact on your life. No one decision particularly stands out, but that's not to say that you should make the wrong decision. That is to support you when it comes to making the right decision. Saying that, oh yeah, I'm not going to go to the gym today because it doesn't really matter, because me not going to the gym today doesn't actually affect anything. The problem is that that negative decision, that choice to not go to the gym, will influence your choice to go to the gym or to not go to the gym tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, because your momentum is now being stopped. If you go to the gym for 100 days, if you decide to not go on the 101st day, the likelihood of you then going on the 102nd day probably dramatically decreases a fair bit. So making that one kind of decision then influences your decisions along the way. So making good decisions, making the right, better decisions, influences you to make right and better decisions further down the line. And that's kind of a simple message, but it's something that many people don't really understand, that nothing good or bad ever happened in an instant. You deciding to try a drug or something at a party one particular time doesn't actually have that big of an impact on your life realistically, but it's then the decisions that you are more likely to make in the future to actually do it again and again and again that is what has a big impact on your life. That causes addictions, that causes health problems. It's not the one time you did it that actually caused any issues, but it did cause the issues because it meant that you led to the decision of making those other decisions down the line. But one specific gym session doesn't technically mean that you're any bigger. But if you didn't go to the gym on every single day, then you would be a lot smaller. Everything kind of accumulates, and it's just a simple like compound effect, momentum. And once you've been doing something for so long, you have the momentum, you have the motivation, you have the discipline, you have the understanding to not want to stop, and you're kind of doing it and doing it and doing it. You're building up momentum and all that sort of stuff. And when it comes to these things like exercise, to someone on the outside it may seem like quite a hard thing to do. Like they wouldn't want to take that up because that seems quite hard to get going and start doing. But as someone who's been exercising for a long time, they find it fun. They find it relaxes them in a weird sense of the imagination, even though they're physically kind of enduring and stressing themselves. But they might find it quite mentally relaxing even if their body is physically being worked. And that could mean that exercise is kind of a nice flow state activity for them. It gets them kind of out of the thoughts in their head that may not be very nice all the time. When you have no thoughts in your head, it means you're at your most productive, and that's a good thing as well. So many good things can come from the accumulations of the right decisions over time. So do what feels right, and if you do that again and again and again, consistency is key, as you may know, you will get somewhere. And that's about all I have to say. With that, I recommend subscribing for more content like this, and have a good day.